Think all millionaires flaunt their wealth with luxury cars and mansions? Think again. Many of the world's wealthiest individuals live modestly, embracing a lifestyle of stealth wealth and frugal living. In fact, some of the richest people in the world live in simple homes, wear regular clothes, and drive old cars. Take Warren Buffett, for example. He's worth billions, but still lives in the same house he bought in 1958 and eats McDonald's for breakfast. So why do some rich people live cheap? It's not because they're stingy. It's because they see money differently. They focus on value, not just price. They don't care about showing off. They care about growing their wealth and living life on their own terms. In this video, we'll explore the smart and sometimes surprising ways that rich people live cheap. We'll look at their habits, mindset, and hidden strategies that help them save money and how you can learn to do the same. Number 1. The silent strategy. Let's go back in time. In the 1800s, the Vanderbilt family was one of the richest in America. They built huge mansions and threw expensive parties. But a few generations later, most of their money was gone. Why? Because they spent too much trying to look rich. Now, compare that to the Rockefeller family. They were just as rich, but much more careful. They lived simply, stayed out of the spotlight, and focused on keeping their wealth for future generations. This discreet approach to affluence is known as stealth wealth, where the truly wealthy prioritize privacy and financial security over public displays of wealth. Today, many wealthy people still follow this style. Instead of showing off, they blend in. They wear normal clothes, live in regular neighborhoods, and don't post luxury on social media. In fact, studies show that more than 60% of millionaires live in homes worth under $500,000. Recently, a TikTok video went viral showing a billionaire shopping at Target. People were shocked, but this is more common than you think. Rich people often choose to live cheap, not because they have to, but because it keeps them focused, safe, and in control. Stealth wealth isn't about hiding. It's about protecting what you've built. Number 2. The psychology of spending. Why rich people don't splurge. It might surprise you, but many rich people avoid spending money on things they don't truly need. This isn't because they're cheap, it's because they think differently about money. Take a self-made millionaire who wears a $20 Casio watch and drives a 10-year-old car. He could afford a luxury watch and a brand new Tesla, but he chooses not to. Why? Because he sees money as a tool, not a trophy. Wealthy individuals often adopt a return on investment mindset, evaluating purchases based on long-term value rather than immediate gratification. Before they spend money, they ask, what value will this give me? Another big reason they don't splurge is to avoid lifestyle inflation. This happens when people start earning more and spend more to match it, new clothes, nicer restaurants. But rich people know this trap can lead to stress and debt, even with a high income. Many also believe in delayed gratification. This means putting off small pleasures now to enjoy bigger rewards later. They'd rather invest $1,000 in stocks than spend it on a weekend shopping spree. Lastly, spending less gives them more freedom. They don't feel pressure to impress others or keep up with trends. This mindset keeps them in control and helps their money grow. To rich people, smart spending isn't boring, it's powerful. It's not about missing out, but about choosing what truly matters. Number 3. Systems over splurges. How they automate frugality. Rich people don't rely on willpower to save money. They use systems that make smart choices automatic. This is one of the biggest secrets behind how they live cheap without feeling stressed. For example, many wealthy people automate their finances. Their savings, investments, and bills are set up to run on autopilot. As soon as they get paid, a part of their money goes directly into savings or investment accounts without them having to think about it. This helps them build wealth without effort or temptation to overspend. They leverage tools such as cashback apps, reward credit cards, and budgeting software to maximize savings effortlessly. These tools help track spending, get discounts, and even earn money back. It's not about chasing every deal. It's about using the right tools to make everyday purchases cheaper. Some rich people use robo-advisors to manage their investments at a low cost, so they don't pay high fees. They also make big savings through tax strategies. For example, some buy vehicles or equipment through their business, which lowers their taxes. This isn't sneaky, it's smart planning. By using systems instead of relying on emotion, rich people avoid random spending. Their money works for them, not the other way around. In short, they don't live cheap by chance. They build habits, tools, and systems that keep their spending low and their wealth growing quietly in the background. Number 4. Minimalism as luxury. Why cheap looks expensive. Walk into a rich person's home and you might be surprised. It's not always filled with gold and fancy furniture. Instead, it often looks simple, clean, and calm. This is called minimalism, and for many wealthy people, it's the new kind of luxury. Minimalism means owning fewer things, but choosing better quality. Instead of buying 10 cheap shirts, they might buy 2 that are well-made and last for years. It saves money in the long run and keeps life simple. Brands like Uniqlo and Everlane are favored by affluent minimalists for their quality and understated style, fashion that looks sharp, feels good, and doesn't beg for attention. Even their homes follow this idea. You might see furniture from IKEA mixed with vintage or handmade pieces. Everything has a purpose, no clutter, no extra stuff. This style creates a peaceful space, and rich people value peace more than flash. Why do they live like this? Because they know that real wealth isn't about showing off. It's about freedom, clarity, and intention. Owning less means fewer decisions to make, less stress, and more time for what truly matters: family, health, and growth. In today's world, the flashy lifestyle is fading. The new rich are quiet, simple, and smart. They prove that you don't need to spend big to look successful. Sometimes living cheap is actually the most elegant choice of all. Number 5. Exclusive cheap. The hidden deals only the rich access. Here's a little-known fact. The wealthy often access exclusive deals and discounts unavailable to the general public. Not because they hunt for sales, but because they have access to deals most people never see. These hidden savings come from being part of a special world that rewards wealth with discounts, rewards, and quiet advantages. For example, many wealthy people use credit cards like the Amex Platinum or Chase Sapphire Reserve, which give perks like airport lounge access, free hotel upgrades, and cash back on travel. These cards cost money up front, but they save thousands each year for frequent travelers. They also get insider deals. Because of their networks, they might invest in a vacation property with friends or get a family discount on private school tuition. These group purchases lower the cost while increasing value. Many use smart tax strategies. For example, they buy a car through their business, which makes it a tax write-off. Or they invest in property and write off repairs, furniture, and even travel costs tied to the home. Some even lower health costs by joining private healthcare networks or paying upfront to get long-term discounts. This isn't just luck. The rich build systems and relationships that keep their costs low, often lower than someone earning half as much. It's not always about having more money. It's about knowing how to use money wisely behind the scenes. Number 6. Money myths debunked. Why they don't flash their cash. It's a common misconception that the wealthy are eager to showcase their riches. But in real life, that's often not true, especially for those who built their wealth themselves. For example, Elon Musk sold his big houses and now lives in a small, simple home near his SpaceX site. Mark Zuckerberg wears the same kind of t-shirt almost every day. These billionaires don't flash their wealth because they don't need to. They're focused on building, not impressing. The truth is, quiet wealth is more common than loud luxury. Rich people know that showing off can bring problems, like fake friends, pressure, and even danger. Many wealthy individuals prefer privacy, safety, and peace of mind over attention. Also, spending a lot doesn't always mean someone is rich. Sometimes, people who look rich are actually deep in debt. That's why many wealthy people avoid buying flashy cars, jewelry, or clothes just to look successful. Today, there's a trend called quiet luxury, wearing simple, high-quality items without big logos. It's not about hiding money, it's about confidence and comfort. In short, truly rich people don't need to prove anything. Their money works for them in silence. No need to shout. You don't need a fortune to adopt the smart financial habits of the wealthy. In fact, anyone can use the smart habits wealthy people follow to live better, spend less, and grow their money. If you start living like the quiet rich today, you'll build a future most people only dream of, without needing to win the lottery. Rich people don't stay rich by spending big, they stay rich by spending smart. They focus on value, not image. They use systems to save money and make careful choices that protect their wealth. You don't need a fortune to adopt the smart habits of the wealthy. Start small, save, invest, spend wisely, and live simply. The smartest flex? Quiet success. Want to learn how real people are building quiet wealth and achieving financial success? Then watch this video next. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.